Hello, 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 and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. I am John MugiwaraJM, and I would say I can't believe we're finally back here again, but I did promise to you guys that this game was not entirely over. We still have the Fire Emblem Three Houses Cindered Shadows DLC to do, and guess what? Today's the day. It's here. It just updated about 55 minutes ago on my Switch. Haven't touched it at all. Don't know anything about it other than it's apparently only 8 hours long and tougher than the main game. And considering how much I struggled with those last boards on each of those, good God. And it's a damn shame that apparently you can recruit the characters to the main story because I'm already done. I'm not playing this game anymore after I do this. I'm done with it. It's over. Alright. I've dwelled on this too long. I think we're probably going to go about 2 hours tonight. Let's go. How the side story plays. The side story differs from the main game in the following ways. Growth. Units will level up, but skill levels will not increase. Classes. Units can change classes, but cannot gain new certifications. Ore. You gain ore by winning battles and inflicting armor breaks. Okay? Be mindful of your weapon durability. There is a finite amount of golden ore, and only the sword of the creator is repaired when you explore. Oh shit. This is what they meant. Before each battle, use shops around Abyss or the battle prep menu to refresh your battalions or forge and repair your weapons. Oh crap. Normal, please. Casual, please. Femme Beleft. And you guys know the name I go with. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cindered Shadows, the fourth house.
Who's the narrator?
In the imperial year 185, the construction of Garreg Mach was completed. Saint Seros held a sacred ritual to honor the occasion. 4 saints, known as the 4 apostles, were led to a tranquil place to perform the ritual. They poured their holy essences into the chalice of beginnings, a gift from the goddess herself, in hopes of bringing about her second coming. Alas, the rite of rising failed. Bearing the blame for the ritual's failure, the 4 apostles left the monastery, all but vanishing from the land. The first sought the lush forest of Adrestia's mountains. The second traversed Fodlan's fangs, settling on the ocean's salted shores. The third traveled to the mountains, vanishing beneath their lofty peaks. And the fourth faded into shadow, in a town untouched by day's light. Lost to history, nothing but legend now remains of the 4 apostles. Their offering to the Nabatean chalice and the goddess, who never returned.
So, the goddess was failed. Sorry to intrude. Goddess was failed to be resurrected, and the 4th house was to blame.
Please, forgive the disruption, Lady Rhea, but I have that report you asked for.
Do not worry.
Oh, you. I fucking hate
As
you now.
it happens, I am presently unoccupied. Please, go on.
Ah, great. I'll just... What's that book you've got there?
It is a chronicle covering the 995 years since Garreg Mach Monastery's completion.
Huh. Sounds like a good read.
Maintaining the church's records is one of the duties entrusted to all archbishops, myself included. This one states that Saint Seros ordered the monastery's construction after the end of the War of Heroes. This is a rare and valuable text. Most documents of that era have been lost to time.
I see. Time aside, we also lost many books in that massive fire 21 years ago.
Indeed. What was once well documented exists now only in this chronicle. Not least of which is the ceremony commemorating the monastery's completion.
Interesting. I'll admit, I know the year it took place, but not a thing beyond that.
That is to be expected, unfortunately. According to this chronicle, the rite of rising was held during the ceremony. The intent was to bring about the goddess's rebirth.
The rite of rising, huh? Can't say I've ever heard of that.
It's the shit she tried on us, isn't it?
There should be countless records documenting that important ritual. Alas, today all we have to go on are fragments of forgotten memories and our own imaginations. One thing is clear. Their wish for the goddess's return was most fervent. Saint Seros held the ritual along with the 4 apostles, Noah, Chevalier, Timotheus, and Oban. However, it did not bear fruit, as the goddess did not return to this world. So it is written.
I've never heard of the 4 apostles before. They're different from the 4 saints, right?
That is correct. Today, almost no records exist of the 4 apostles. Their names live on only in the names of their crests. But the bloodlines bearing those tokens of the past have been lost. Any deeper knowledge of the apostles has all but disappeared from the grand stage of history.
Well, that's interesting. Does that mean there's somewhere backstage?
In a sense. It is possible that their bloodlines have carried on in secret, perhaps materializing where no one thought to look.
Like the basement, for instance.
I had not intended to indulge in such a long-winded lecture. Please, tell me your report, Alois. It concerns the underground, does it not?
Oh, right. It's as you suspected. Recently, there have been several incidents in the area beneath Garreg Mach.
Claude, are you certain that suspicious individual you spotted went through there? I will say, that does look a bit like a passageway, doesn't it?
Unless I dreamt it up while sleepwalking, there's no mistaking what I saw.
I never thought I'd say this, but I believe Claude's story. In fact, it reminds me of something. I have heard tales of countless passages snaking beneath Garreg Mach. This is undoubtedly one of them.
Perhaps so. In any case, there's no telling where it leads.
Oh no. Oh, you're right. There's no telling what we could find. Terrible danger, wicked creatures, unspeakable smells. The risk is too high.
That last one is certain.
Highnesses. I must humbly insist that you wait here, where it's safe and smells nice. Meanwhile, Teach and I will track down the bandit-shaped person. If we don't return, do me a favor and call for the knights, will you?
That is quite enough. As though we would allow you to make that call on your own. With so little information, it's far too dangerous. We'll come along as well, right, Dimitri?
Yes, of course. If it was indeed a thief, we must not allow them to get away with their crime. Considering what took place at the goddess's rite of rebirth, vigilance is paramount.
Right, well, tag along if you insist. Just don't come crying to me if we all meet a terrible fate. Deal?
Likewise. Well, no use dallying.
Oh, that
Let's
was
be
probably a
on our
cheeky
way.
Majora's Mask
Unless
reference.
there's someone else we should call for?
We should bring more allies just to be safe.
Yes, a fine idea. Though at this time, I fear few of our classmates are still awake.
Whoa there! What's all this, Professor? You
Yep, they
and
line up just like
three
that.
House leaders creeping around at night? Pretty shady, if you ask me.
It's certainly a rare and unexpected sighting, especially considering the hour.
Looks like a whole lot of something is about to happen. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, of all the characters to come in the middle of the night, I last expected him.
Our good fortune. You're coming with us.
You could stop thinking of ways out of this, Hilda. We could use your help, too.
You as well, Ash. I'll explain everything on the way.
Happy to help.
2 archers, 2 axe
Better to do
people,
it this hour, so we may as well pitch in.
1 swords person, and a mage.
Now then,
Hey, we can
must be
handle.
on
We can
our
deal with
way.
that.
Ready, Professor?
The more the merrier, I suppose. Let's just hope we're not all marching to our doom.
Although I would have loved to have had to do Hubert and Hilda. Oh, here they are.
Tell me again why you're subjecting me to this devastating boredom.
Enough with the yawning, ballface. If you're really that bored, you could always make a friendly wager.
Thanks, but no thanks, pal. I'm low on funds as it is. Last thing I need is another debt I can't pay.
Right, B. As if you could say no to that.
How diverting that you should bicker for my amusement. Imagine my overwhelming dread were I stuck here without such joyous entertainment.
Count me out. I'll leave the talking to Yuri, Bird, and Coco.
Hey, boss.
Back already, huh?
Whoa! Look at that guy.
Well, I looked for the Cardinals meeting, just like you said. The thing is, I was spotted by some weirdos. They chased after me and everything.
Some weirdos, you say? Sound very helpful. They weren't knights, were they?
I don't know. There were only a few of them, but I bet they were armed to the teeth.
With meager numbers like that, I doubt they intend to take on Abyss.
It probably took you for some kind of villain. They'll lock you up if they catch you. Finally, a little action. Let's find them first and throw some punches.
Hold, Balthus. 'Tis ignorance itself to rush headfirst into trouble.
You're excited to fight too. You've been waiting for a chance to try out your shiny new magic.
Surface laws don't apply down here. That gives us the freedom to have some fun with them. They're probably not knights, but our new friends definitely work for the church.
You had best not leave me behind.
It seems this place is more than a simple passageway. There's clear evidence of human habitation.
People living under Garrett Mock? Oh, my brother used to tell me stories like that back in his academy days.
Ah, so Holst attended the academy as well, then?
Of course. Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garrett Mock. Something about tons of passages and houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people. It had a real intimidating name, too. What was it again? I think it was called Abyss?
That's 2 points for the pink-haired gal. Welcome to Abyss, strangers.
Identify yourself. That uniform.
Welcome, curious students of the Officers' Academy. What brings such fine, upstanding surface dwellers to our humble abode?
We're tracking someone who was creeping around the monastery.
Our business here does not concern you. Do you intend to let us pass?
Such indulgence simply cannot be permitted. Your words may fool the fool, but I cannot be so easily deceived. I, Constance von Nouvelle, shall divine your true intentions. You are here by order of the church, which cruelly plots to eliminate the inhabitants of Abyss.
Coquelet, thank you for the 10 bits. And welcome to the stream. You think we're here to harm you?
Did she say Nouvelle?
I don't care what the reason for this brawl is. A fight's on the menu, and I'm ready to feast. Let's get right to it, yeah?
Everyone's alive. Well, it takes place before the time skip,
Wager
so.
they're experienced combatants. I'm not certain this is a wise endeavor.
I was thinking the very same thing. Time to make a strategic retreat, then? Turning back already? Oh, but you'll make me so sad. Now, why would you want to do that? Everyone here is starved for amusement. They've been waiting for a good fight. Wow, look at that. A flawless example of a surprise attack. These aren't your run-of-the-mill thugs.
Oh, this isn't the time to be impressed by our enemy. We must find a way through at once.
Wait. Claude, is it? Isn't the brand new heir of House Regan?
Who, me? Nah, wrong guy. Claude's a common name in Fodlan. It's just too dashing for new moms to pass up. It's even a popular choice for fake names. Just a good, solid, all-purpose moniker, you know?
Right, except there's only one Claude enrolled at the academy this year. Looks like that's you.
Oh shit, he got you there.
How do you even know that?
Ah, you just gave yourself away, pal. Looks like my luck's finally taking a turn for the good. All right, so your choices are as follows. Line up for the beating of a lifetime, or let us lock you up like the good boys and girls you undoubtedly are.
I have no clue what this guy's going on about, but it looks like a fight's in order. And it's pretty much all my fault. There's a saying from the East about fighting a flicker with a flame. Seems applicable right about now.
Finally, let's do this already. Prepare to face the almighty king of grappling.
Why can't I shake the feeling that I know that wild man?
So it's a separate save file from the rest of them. In fact, it's in a separate category. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, Cocliffe, I didn't say it already. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's everybody doing, by the way? I got off work a couple of hours ago, and then the DLC just updated. I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like streaming it. But then all of a sudden, I got a bit of energy, and now I'm fine. At least till 11. The fourth house. Select the guide in the system menu to view the game's tutorials. Which I most certainly don't need. And these are my only units. Okay, so it's after we get the Sword of the Creator that this story picks up. And wow, gold and supplies are limited, so I need to be very careful. Doing fine, trying out Pokemon Home. Yeah, I was up all night with Pokemon Home, transferring all my bank Pokemon and using Transporter and all that. I think I've totally cleaned out my Pokemon Y game. I need to go back and finish Pokemon Sun so I can clean that out too. And then I'll eventually clean out my Diamond and Pearl, my Diamond and Heart Gold games. Actually, I think I cleaned out Heart Gold. Diamond, I think, is my last one.
Who are you people anyway?
Oh, Dimitri's a cavalier in this.
It's right to cross blades without knowing at least that much.
Wow, does it hurt to take yourself that seriously? Answer the man's question, B.
Why me? Fine. We're the Ashen Wolves. We're the secret fourth house in Abyss.
You have less games to finish than me. I also haven't really played Let's Go Pikachu either.
Fourth house? Impossible. Still, we must focus on the battle ahead.
Seems like it'll be tough to fight here. It's kind of dark. Looks like a great place to nap, though.
The locks on those gates look really complicated. There must be another way through.
Alright, well, we'll have Hilda unlock it.
Nothing's happening. What are we doing wrong?
I think the better question is, what aren't you doing wrong? Only we can operate that.
I'll cut through. You never had a chance.
Stay focused.
I'll give it my all.
Shit, there's like almost no safe tiles.
I will prevail. It's over.
Well, we already got a crit.
You fought well.
Ready and willing.
Claude's already. I haven't said Cloud. Claude's already a Wyvern rider.
Come and get some, kiddo. I won't hold back, so you better not either. These fists are packed with years of pent-up resentment. Time to let loose. Do it.
Shit. Oh no! Oh, we already lost Ash. This is already hard. Oh no. Good thing Dimitri's tough as balls. I forgot to turn off the timer for I know how to deal with you.
Well, how was that? It's a long road yet.
Oh, good guts. I'll give you that much.
Shit.
I must stay focused. I'm getting stronger. I can feel it.
That is that.
Jesus, how are you so bad, Hilda?
Is that all?
Should I have held back? Such power dwells within? As expected. Thank you.
Come to think of it, there's an easier way to handle this.
What the fuck?
What was that? It couldn't have been a summoning spell.
So now we have tremors as a sacred beast or demonic beast, whatever you want to call him. There we go.
We must all do our part.
I knew you had it in you. Ready and willing.
You never had a chance. I will get stronger yet.
Okay, so she's a mage. Ah, shit.
It would behoove you to watch your back.
Oh no! I knew something didn't feel right.
Ash, aren't you, like, out?
Must be awful losing to me.
You're making me work. Sorry, did I hurt you?
What the first hit Hilda's landed all night? I'm pretty sure.
That's the golden deer for you.
Is it too late for me to back out of this fight? I don't want to hurt anyone. But in this case, I guess there's no avoiding it.
Watch him, though.
Alright, here, Linhart. Here's where we're gonna need you.
not done yet.
Hey, Regard, you better dodge.
Is that all?
Mitra, get the fuck out of there.
Sorry, but victory is mine.
What kind of Pokemon did you transfer? Ah, God, I transferred everything I could.
This is
I had a bunch of legendaries and mythicals from trades. Some stuff going as far back as Pokemon Coliseum. I have several. I also have the shiny legendary dogs from that one event for Heart Gold and Soul Silver all those years ago. Honestly, the better question would be, what didn't I transfer? Granted, I didn't have nearly all the Pokemon in the Pokedex, but I had a lot of extras and spares of stuff from back when I was trying to complete the Pokedex back on the DS. Like, I had a couple of second form starters from the other from Diamond and Pearl, because I was trying to complete the Pokedex there. But I'm not doing that anymore, obviously. I don't see a point. I think we're. Do you have a Marshadow? I don't think so.
You never had a chance.
Was that a mythical from Sun and Moon? Because I don't have any Sun and Moon mythicals. I don't even have Meltan.
Is that all?
It's a good thing we're getting Bullions, because it said they warned me at the beginning of the game, money's limited.
be mindful.
I know I have like 4 or 5 Entei.
Piece of cake.
I'd check right now, but you know, a Fire Emblem.
Stay focused.
Alright, we're almost. This is a pretty long map, I gotta say. Dimitri's gonna be attacked like crazy if I move him.
I must stay focused.
I missed the event for Marshadow on Sun and Moon due to not knowing about it. I hope to get some luck in Pokemon Home. There was an event for Marshadow? Shit. God, I missed so much.
I must keep aiming higher.
Because I didn't miss the legendaries per month one from the 20th anniversary.
No time like the present.
Well, home is going to have mystery gifts, so hopefully they'll have an event. Oh, Dimitri's going to get fucking killed. Unless I help him.
Well, what have we here? Some lost kids stumbling around in the dark? Stay a while.
You'd almost say that we could be slithering.
Shame indeed not to have a bit of fun with each other while we've got the chance, you know?
Underestimate the denizens of Abyss, and it won't end well for you. Tremble in fear at my magical might.
Ah, I was sorry to lose you, Dimitri.
Is that all?
That's the golden deer for you. A sight to behold.
Witness my power.
Sorry. You know what.
Uh-oh.
As expected.
Cover to 1.
Such power dwells within.
It's not that I'm defeated so much as that I'm temporarily grounded.
Boo.
Let the lesson begin.
Should I have held back?
It's not luck, it's fate. Progress suits me well. Maybe I got a bit too carried away. Nah.
Yay, we did it. I was the MVP despite almost dying.
Another step forward.
It's safe to say we've won this round, don't you think? B, was it?
The name's Balthus. I don't lose often, but I can at least recognize what it looks like.
Balthus. Balthus? From House Albrecht? Baldy, is that you? Woo! You look, old.
Huh. Do we know each other, pal? Wait a minute. That hair, those eyes, that voice. Hilda! I don't believe it! Most little sis? I don't believe it. Little Hilda herself. Why didn't you speak up sooner?
Balti, this isn't the time to catch up. What would Holst think? I bet you didn't consider that, did you?
Eesh. I don't know, but it wouldn't be nice. Look, sorry, okay? Just don't tell Holst. If he knew I raised a hand against you, he'd have my head.
Ha! Like he'd stop at your head. Find
He
out
also go for your balls.
And just for you, I'll keep quiet.
Now that that's sorted, what did you mean about it being lucky that you found me?
Oh, that. One of the guys I owe gold to is Count Gloucester. He said something about forgiving my debt if I could dig up some dirt on you. Figured this was my shot.
Ah, so it was purely selfish. But then was a fight really necessary?
Really was. Best way to acquaint yourself with someone is to get into a tussle with them. That's common sense right there.
Does it sound right? Oh, pardon me.
Correct response for a reasonable person. We're not all as far gone as Boff is here.
Say what you will, but I learned all I need to know. It's clear this lot has nothing to do with the church's intentions. But that means those other creeps could always attack us at any moment.
What creeps?
Someone's targeting Abyss. Mercenaries keep sniffing around and causing trouble here. They won't let up.
It's a real problem. We have no clue who's pulling the strings. There are many within the church who would love to see this filthy underground city purged. When you first showed up, we thought you were here to do just that. Apologies for the confusion.
So that's why you came at us with that nasty Kill the Outsiders act.
As Yuri Bird said, we're sorry. We're all pretty on edge these days.
Indeed. That someone would descend to Abyss out of pure curiosity was far too outlandish to consider.
What is the purpose of
No
Abyss?
idea. These tunnels have been around for ages. They could be older than the monastery for all we know.
None remain who know the complete truth. However, I shall tell you all that we know for certain. Abyss is home to those who shun the light of day. It is the secret shadow of Garreg Mach, if you will.
The church quietly tolerates us. They think they need a place like this for Garreg Mach to thrive.
The deal is simple. Abyssians never get involved with the surface, and the surface never gets involved with us.
Alas, for some foul reason, surface dwellers have been after us of late. Further oppressing those souls who can only find solace beneath the ground? I cannot abide it. Though it pains me to admit, we too harbor valid reasons for not venturing into the light. That is why, by the grace of our esteemed patron, we have been granted sanctuary here in Abyss.
I see. Balti, does that mean you've got a reason for being here too?
Afraid so, Hilda. I'm here because there are more bounties on my head than there is hair. Needed to lay low. Real low.
But, Balti, that's awful.
Enough with the niceties. Let's get these surface dwellers out of here.
Nonsense! Intolerable nonsense! Why ever would we let slip this chance to acquire their aid?
You need our help?
Like we said, recently this place is being targeted by mercenaries. Myself excluded, a lot of the folks who live here can't defend themselves. They're here to avoid conflict. The elderly, the infirm, orphans, lost souls, merchants who were chewed up and spit out by the nobility, the works.
It rests upon us to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and to safeguard our home. To that noble end, I must insist that you lend us your strength.
I feel for your cause, truly. However, I cannot help but wonder why you would trust us so readily. We are from the surface, after all.
Trust is a choice. We're choosing to trust you. For now. It's clear you're not here by command of the church. And you're not just a bunch of noble twerps either. You can hold your own. It's in the way you fight, how you carry yourselves. Still, I'm reluctant to get you involved with this madness. It's our problem, not yours.
It's too late now. We already told them everything. Let's at least give them a chance to decide for themselves.
Most true. Wander about Abyss for a time, and I am certain you will come to the only correct conclusion.
Right, what she said. Take a look, think some thoughts. Consider yourselves our special guests.
Well, so far, I seem to like it so far.
Cindered shadows. What lies beneath?
We're already on chapter 2. This game's only 7 chapters long. Oh, so we don't get a portrait every time, just like the main game. Didn't think we would. I would get pretty sick of it if we did. Sword of the Creator's restored can now be used 20 times. Okay, so it just kind of does it automatically. I actually hear what the residents have to say.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. It's about you outsiders. Actually, guess I shouldn't bother reporting you to yourself. The Ashen Wolves may seem tough, but they're harmless. Honestly, things can get pretty
Violet looks weird without her glasses I put on her.
Here's a little piece of wisdom from me to you. Boredom's a luxury. Trust me, I know these things.
Professor? Oh, hello, Professor. Have you seen this library of theirs? It's completely different from the one in the monastery, and their collection is amazing. There are forgeries and banned books, legends, spells, and heresies. Doubt I'll catch a single wink tonight.
Oh, the things you'll find. Professor, this is where the monastery has hidden all the pornography! Oh my god, the genres, they're everywhere! Yep, this is where Abyss puts all the, Garrick Mach puts all the porn.
Think, Professor?
That's why no one leaves.
Unique town, is it not? Incredible, really, that those who face depression on the surface are able to find sanctuary here. Oh, not to say that there's no helping the situation in Fodlan. To do just that is our duty and our honor. Even so, I find the idea rather lovely.
Who knew an entire town was hiding beneath the monastery? And a secret fourth house to boot? Secrets upon secrets, so I'm just itching to know them all. I'm sure Rhea knows all about this place. God, how many secrets does that lady have?
More than I'd like to admit.
What? Find someone else to bother. Whatever the heck you're selling, I'm not buying. Not a trader, huh? Sorry, my mistake. Most folks chatting down here are just pawning off stolen goods.
You're from the surface, aren't you? I bet you're real bad. My mom says surface people are the worst.
Okay. Abyss is where I offer my prayers to my gods. It is the only place.
Trying to see if I can see her,
The goddess
but
of Fodlan is not one of my gods. But the statue here is not one of my gods either. I offer my prayers here all the same, because Abyss is where it is allowed.
I pray to Satan. Oh, they have cats here too.
What do you require? Farewell.
Want a drink? Of course you don't. It's all terrible down here. Nobody important enough to carry the good stuff wants to come underground to sell it to us. It's a shame. Just once I'd like to taste something worthy of a noble.
Yuri I wanted to be just like him when I grew up? And he said I shouldn't ever say stuff like that.
Hey, it's Sandy Fox.
So I told Balthus I didn't want to be like him when I grew up, and he said I'd grow up boring. What do they want me to say?
Hey there.
Hiya, Professor. Allow me to introduce you to my brother's best friend. You can call him Balti.
Actually, it's Balthus. You've probably heard of me. In the Alliance, I'm known as, how should I put it?
An outlaw?
Answer. This guy's notorious for picking fights and shirking debts. He's got a whole army of bounty hunters chasing after him.
I may not look it, but I was once a noble from a minor house. Life's full of twists and turns.
I know you, Balti. I'm pretty sure you got yourself into this mess.
Hey there.
So now we know why Hilda was chosen.
Hey, you're quite a fetching lady, but even your looks don't compete with the likes of Yuri. Don't let that pretty face of his fool you, though. He's a rogue, through and through. Even so, the people of Abyss trust him. He may be a scoundrel, but he's our scoundrel.
Somebody's horny for Yuri. Not that I blame you.
Hey,
Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Oh, I guess the supports don't matter down here.
Welcome.
Hey there.
This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. This one? This one? Thank you. Please come again.
Welcome. Come back soon.
What's all the commotion about? Hey, hang on. I've never seen you before. You a first-timer? Word of advice. Watch your back. The only folks who hang around down here are the ones too shady to walk in the goddess's light.
You know, for a second I thought that was Eric Vale.
I may not look it, but
Oh, good. So exploration's like downsized from the main story, which, holy crap, I couldn't be more thankful. Fire Emblem Three Houses is probably one of the only games where I was like, ugh, exploring. It's the only time you'll ever hear me say that shit. Ambush in the arena, what lies beneath.
We're all done here, boss. Oh, but more importantly, about your...
We'll discuss that another time. For now, tend to your mission. Don't worry, no one will die. We'll get everyone out safely. Once the trap is set, shift your focus to protecting the Abyssians, just in case things go south.
What was that about?
Oh, it's you. I was just heading off to ambush our attackers. You'll help with that, won't you?
Oh, does that mean your enemies are drawing near?
Very good. The scouts I sent to the surface spotted some mercenaries. We closed off the entrance they used last, but it seems they've already found another.
This is bad. We've got to evacuate everyone from Abyss as quickly as possible.
That won't be necessary. They'll be back soon.
Huh? Who?
Why do I have to go? No matter what we do, we're all just gonna die in the end anyway.
Sure, but if we do nothing, we'll die a lot sooner. I assume the corridor is successfully camouflaged?
But of course, our decoy shall prevent those scoundrels from chancing upon our living quarters. Do note that I am the bait upon your hook. If we fail, I shall be left dangling in the wind. But it must be done, I fear. And so, I will most happily accept the starring role in this.
They're at the entrance. They'll be coming in from the east.
The east. Good. We're well placed. Go ahead and draw them deeper into Abyss, just like we planned.
Why are they targeting Abyss?
I'd like to know that myself. But first things first. We've got to make it through this encounter. Launching small counterattacks on the surface won't accomplish anything. It could also earn us the scorn of the church, if it gets messy. Which it will. That's why we have to lure the enemy underground before we take them out. I know the perfect spot.
Admit it, pals. You're knee-deep in this, just like us. There's no turning back now, right?
Of course not. If there's any way we can help your cause, we won't turn our backs on you.
That's right. We will not stand idly by while danger befalls the innocent people of Abyss.
If we can capture the enemy, we can perhaps learn the reason behind their relentless attacks.
We'll fight at your side.
Excited, are you? Fine. We could use more bodies to throw at our enemies. Thanks for volunteering.
So long as they're fighting with us and not against us, I don't care how excited they are. Let's get to it!
I was looking up the voice actors of the new characters, and I know some of them.
Wow. An underground arena, huh? You sure know some great spots, Yuri.
I heard about this place from someone back in town. It hasn't been in use for a long time. I figured it could prove useful. So I spent some time clearing out the debris that was blocking the entrance.
It seems to be a revitalized ruin. Perhaps it was originally a reception hall or something similar.
Perhaps. Honestly, all of Abyss feels like a ruin.
This place is magnificent. It is just spacious enough to contain my glory. I shall not hold back here.
Large, isolated. I wonder if it would be okay for me to sigh here.
Sigh?
If happy sighs, monsters come running. No, I'm not kidding.
I'm not sure what you could possibly mean by that.
I wish, Happy, but no. Absolutely no sign. And Constance, be glorious in moderation. Understood? This place is so big that if it collapses, all of Abyss will fall with it. The whole reason we're luring our enemies here is to avoid damaging Abyss. Don't lose sight of that.
I am well aware of our aim.
Sure, but that doesn't mean we can trust you to show restraint.
Don't get carried away.
You as well? I cannot fathom why I am being treated in such a way. It is the duty of the nobility to preserve the people's safety. Do you truly believe that I would destroy Abyss in my efforts to save it? Preposterous.
That would cause trouble for Elfie too. If the underground collapses, he's the one who will have to answer for it.
Who's Elfie?
You must know Elfric, yeah? He's a bigwig in the church, but a friend of Abyss. He's the one who opened up this place to folks with nowhere else to turn. Folks like us. He gave us a home, a new life.
It is Ulfric himself who put forth the idea of establishing the Ashen Wolf House. Sadly, he faces opposition within the church, and so he cannot openly deploy the knights to aid us.
That means Alfric relies upon us to protect the people who live here. Us, and now you. I hope you're ready, Professor. We're counting on you.
We won't let you down.
Reliable, aren't you? We'll owe you one.
Time to knock some sense into their thick skulls. They picked the wrong strangers to mess with.
Hop, 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 hop. Hop, 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 hop. Nope, still not tired of doing that. Oh, so now I can finally use them.
Following those shady kids was a bad idea. This place is massive.
They actually fell for it. Let's get this done.
Other mercenaries are on their way. We left a nice little trail of crumbs for them to follow. We'll need to take them all out, or they'll just keep coming. Let's pull it together. Sure thing.
Alright, Yuri, show me what you got.
Be careful who you choose to follow. I suppose it's too late for that now, isn't it? Who's next?
Yep. You're a real pain in the neck, you know that?
Let me at him. It'll be a shame to mar this pretty arena with a bunch of fresh corpses, but here goes.
Oh fuck.
Sally forth!
Whoa, she's a big reach.
I shall rise, but your day is past.
I'll cut through. I must stay focused.
I'll give it my all.
I will prevail.
Ready and willing.
Who, me?
Stay focused.
Keep that off. Witness my power.
At least you're no coward.
I'm gonna lose him. Oh, nope, he's good. He's got a good dodge. Good.
You'll not find it so easy to escape from the darkest depths of Garreg Mach.
Oh!
I'm supposed to be better than this.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, this is. They said this was tough, and they are not kidding.
I'm all sweaty.
Over already.
Try and stop me. You're stronger than I look, yeah? Thanks, pal.
Ah.
I must stay focused. I will get stronger yet.
Over already.
Ah, of course there's more.
This can't be the place. Can it? Damn rats! Out of the way!
Let me at it.
Who's next?
You know what sucks too? I lost my mages.
to demonstrate.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
I must steel myself.
I have no choice but to admit defeat.
As expected. Another step forward.
Face it, I'm better than you.
That's probably a bad idea.
Must be awful losing to me.
Well, how was that?
One step at a time.
Oh, Jesus. Come on, guy.
You didn't give it your all.
I'll stick with it.
Never underestimate an outsider. I expected as much. Not good.
Nah, better have Yuri take care of him.
Out of my way. Luck is on my side.
Jesus, so they're just coming from all four corners?
How deep does this place go? I wonder if it's around here somewhere.
Wait, he gets to move again?
It's your call.
Much appreciated. I'll give it my all.
Good try. Don't hold this against me, okay? That's the golden deer for you.
Oh, shit.
You're fresh out of luck. Stronger the better.
Unexpected. It's simple logic.
It's adorable.
Who's next?
Too weak.
Out of my way. I'll never be satisfied.
You fought well.
Not good.
Who's next?
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
You're too kind. I'll give it my all. That was tough.
Did I lose Dimitri again? I think I did.
I'd rather be napping.
Out of my way.
At least you're no coward. Stronger the better.
And there's even more.
Alright, where's the treasure? I've had it with these Abyssians.
Jeez, will it ever end? I love a good brawl, but I'm sick of looking at these fools.
Yeah, same. Oh, what?
I smelled fresh blood. The worms will feast tonight. That sword awaited you in the holy mausoleum. Show me its power.
Rout all enemies except the Death Knight.
I could use a break. Me?
That was lame.
Even stronger than I look, yeah? Thanks, pal.
The fight continues. I'm starting to see results.
Not so fast.
Oh yeah, this is getting chaotic.
We can handle that.
I'll find their weakness. Huh. Victory.
At least you're no coward. Stronger the better.
Your defeat was inevitable. I must get stronger.
That was tough.
that?
I think I'm improving.
Oh, there goes his battalion. Ah, Ash, you gave it a good try.
Don't forget who you're dealing with. Luck is on my side.
I'd like to take it easy.
I could use a break. I'm all sweaty.
Each battle, a chance to grow. We must all do our part.
That bounty isn't up for grabs, pal.
Perhaps it's...
Wow. It was the end of the fight anyway.
Who, me? Hilda! Hilda! Don't expect much more than that.
I've indulged too much. I take my leave for now.
Honestly, what a nuisance.
Also, this took 12 turns. And Balthus was the MVP. What is it with me and grapplers, guys?
Boss, that's the last of them.
Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
I ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
I will not allow it.
Helfric, you're here. Well, shall we capture this fool?
Alfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt about it. We needed the backup.
So you're Alfric.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss.
Pleased to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface.
Oops.
I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. People like the Dagtons and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan.
And Duskarans?
Who were forced into Abyss. Not to mention all the other unfortunate souls who ended up here. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Ulfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance.
That can't be true.
No. I've heard tell of those within the Church who intend to purge Abyss.
That's the Church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
That sounds like the real world Church.
The way things are, we've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. You can't just let the Church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Ulfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you.
Is it just me or does that guy look like he's not doesn't belong in Fire Emblem at all?
The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find
He looks like a character from another
take them
game.
under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Ulfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor...
You know what he looks like? He looks like an actual person that like won a contest to have themselves put in the game, and that's who he is.
What's more,
that's how out of place he
I happen to
looks.
be acquainted with the father of this fine individual.
How do you know my father?
I was born and raised in Garreg Mach, so I often had the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But...
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Ulfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
That would be most helpful. I know jack shit about my mom.
Cindered shadows, the rite of rising. Ah, Professor, to what do I owe this pleasure?
Tell me about Mama. Oh, I was making a joke, but here we go.
Yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please ask and I shall answer as best I can.
Tell me about my mother.
Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book.
And my dad.
Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. just like those wide-eyed youngsters, your mother and I made a hero of him in our minds. When I learned that Geralt and Citri were to be married, I was
We got a name.
surprised. Back then, Geralt was something of a mentor to me. As for Citri, she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Geralt
It's like,
that I ever saw
I think we know where we got that from.
a smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she.
Frail.
Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Geralt, as much as I wished for it.
You wanted to be like him?
I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Geralt before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here?
I enjoy my work here.
Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted.
That's why you asked me to teach the Ashen Wolves?
I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that her grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights. And perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you. Always.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind, but the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
Any lead will do, so long as it helps determine our next course of action. Please, go on.
As you wish, though again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
The Chasm of the Bound.
Huh. This is the first I've heard of it. So you believe Abyss is connected to that place?
Lots of twists and turns down here, so it's not the craziest idea ever. Must be well hidden, though.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read, but it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
What's the Rite of Rising?
It is a ritual that is believed to have the power to resurrect a life that was lost. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Oh, yes! The Chalice of Legend! My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead. Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mach's library is so well curated, I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
So the plot is to learn the mystery of why these kids are pushed underground and got expelled from war crime school. Basically. Sounds about right to me.
Excuse me.
Oh, what time is it? 10:37.
I've only had the chance
I
to
might
speak
not
with
have
Alfred
the energy
but he
for
seems like
one
a
more map
respectable
in me.
man.
I might not.
It's obvious the whole town has a lot of affection for him. Kind of reminds me of Linato in that way.
I've got a lot of time on my hands down here, so I've been venturing even deeper underground. This place is loaded with winding paths and blocked off tunnels.
Oh,
It's a real maze.
the Ashen Wolves logo was the logo for the season pass. Oh, it finally just struck me. Gate mechanisms.
Activate the mechanism and the gate slams shut. Bang! Actually, I'll level with you. Yuri and Constance are much better at scoping out that kind of thing.
The Ashen Wolves got their name from the beasts who guard the Blue Sea Star. The Archbishop named the house herself, in fact. In spite of that, it seems she looks unfavorably upon our house of late. This saddens me greatly.
Who cares? She's a fucking tyrant.
Wow. I heard Alfred came to Yuri's rescue in the attack that happened recently. That's just what you'd expect from someone as kind and strong as he is. I can't believe he's single.
This guard is horny.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room. Judging by all her mystical-looking doodads, I think she's the real deal, too. I wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Could I trouble? Pardon the odd question, but something has been bothering me for a while now. Your hair. Was it always that color?
That is an odd question. But yes, if you must know, it was a different color when I was a child. How could you know that? Is it possible that we met before the academy?
What are you two talking about?
A long story. Now is not the time or place.
Play the main game to find out.
My apologies.
Hey, you. There was a time when I did much fighting. Then I was captured. Then I escaped. My home is far away now. My mother is waiting for me. But returning is... it is far away. I worry that I will be here until I am very old.
I see. Well, well. The Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the next Sovereign Duke. Must be exhausting trying to suss out each other's intentions, huh? Nah, we get along great. I mean, we kind of have no choice. A petty squabble could start an all-out war. Have a hidden agenda. Isn't that right, Yuri? Cheeky and off base. What do you think, friend? Do you think I'm off plotting nefarious deeds?
You do the hand thing. Nah.
Not very perceptive, are we? Even so, that's a bit much, wouldn't you say? I do what I need to get by. Nothing more than that. As for the others, they've all got their own struggles. But they're nothing if not trustworthy. Humbling yourself while promoting your friends. Gotta say, I don't hate this side of you. Seems we're in mutual neutrality of one another. I like that you keep your cards close. We'll get along just fine, you and I.
Somehow I knew Yuri would like Claude.
Don't suppose you're here for a drink, huh? They aren't any better, I'll tell you right now. Maybe folks down here wouldn't be so awful if they could get their hands on something worth tasting. Who am I kidding? Nobles are just as bad.
Professor! Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The bandit sightings have stopped, for now. I still won't let my guard down, though. What else? Notice how everyone's in high spirits? Know why? I do. It's because Master Elfric is here. He's real special, that one. He saved my life, and lots of others here, too. He's earned some hero worship.
The records should be here some. Oh, hello, Professor. It's good that you've come. I realized that I missed an opportunity to congratulate myself on my military achievements. But now that you're here, I have an audience for it. Indulge me, won't you? Oh, behold, the proof that the utmost honor in combat belongs to none other than I, Constance von Nouvelle. What a relief to get that off my chest. Now, where did Elfric get to? I must have words with him.
Does she like have purple hair under her blonde hair, and they're like they spin into like loopies?
What a relief to get that.
Yes, she does. She has purple hair under her blonde hair.
Professor.
Interesting combination.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. The bandit sightings have stopped, for now.
She's like the ruder version of the gatekeeper. Hey, you! Something to report.
Notice how everyone's in high spirits? Know why? I do. It's because Master Elfric is here. He's real special, that one. He saved my life, and lots of others here, too. He's earned some hero worship.
Four apostles. God, this is killing me. I'm on the verge of remembering something. I can't shake the feeling that one of their names is also a food or something.
You've only been on the job a few moons, huh? No wonder you don't come off as a mindless church flunky. Plus, you don't flap your trap all the time. I appreciate that. I hope
She's
you
cute.
never change, no matter how many years you spend with the annoying people up there.
Also, do they all wear cuffs or something?
Oh,
It's really sad.
the folks who've lost their homes on the surface, Abyss is all they've got. The place used to be nothing more than a den of criminals who did whatever they pleased. Now, we got Elfric to keep an eye on things. He understands that keeping people fed's the way to keep them calm.
Well, I'll be.
It's almost 11, so I'm going to get ready for bed now. Good night. Alright, good night, Kokla. I'm actually not too far away myself. I'm just going to talk to everybody, replenish our stuff, and I'm wiped. Like, this is much harder than the main game. I am not ready for it to be even tougher.
I came to see Elfric. Even a glimpse of him is said to bring good luck.
Don't annoy Happy, or make her feel disappointed. You mustn't. Not ever, okay?
Sometimes Elfric gives out candy. Stick close by him, and you might get some too. But save a little for me, okay?
Well, I'll be.
Hey there. Is this
This
it?
person's down
There
here.
you go. Is this it? There 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 you go. Is this it? Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime. Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
What do you require? Farewell.
Alright, everybody, that's going to do it for me tonight. So thank you all for joining me for yet more of Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, next stream will not be tomorrow. It should be on Friday, Valentine's Day. I have no plans. My girlfriend lives a state away from me, so we're going to have to do another stream of this. So thanks all so much for watching. If you want to follow me on socials, I am MugiwaraJM everywhere except Facebook. Facebook, I'm MugiwaraJJM. And there are places where I'm Mugiwara_JM. And if you like my gaming content, feel free to check out Super Bonus Round, my Let's Play channel that I do with my friends. We are currently going through Star Fox Adventures, Resident Evil 4. Banjo-Kazooie just wrapped up on Monday. And we have a very special Valentine's special coming up on Friday. And then Medieval 2 will be returning next week. You heard it here first. So, oh yeah, we were going to be doing Kingdom Hearts 3 Remind at some point. I just don't know when. Thanks everyone for joining. I hope you have a great rest of your night or day, depending on when and where you're watching this. I apologize if I sound exhausted. It's because I am. I worked a mid-shift today, and I'm surprised I'm still awake. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for joining again. Have a great rest of your night or day, depending on when you're watching this. I will see you guys, hopefully, on Friday for more Fire Emblem Three Houses Cindered Shadows. We will either finish the DLC, or we will come close and get stuck. Because it's going to be hard as balls, probably. I tried to not have anyone die in those first few rounds, and it did not work in my favor. Yeah, we got 7 chapters in this DLC, and we're already on number 3. Alright. I will see you guys on Valentine's Day night. Have a good one, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.